Anong kanta yung napanood mo? Napakinggan mo?
Yung They Not Like Us ba yun?
Of course.
Yun lang,
Of course.
yun lang din
Of
Yun lang
course.
yung alam kong pero not really.
Yun yung pamatay niya kay Drake talaga
parang distract niya kay Yun.
Umpisa kasi niyan, background kay Drake, he's from Canada, diba? And dati actor din siya sa Canada. Meron siyang nag-star siya sa isang teenage show sa Canada before. Degrassi yata ang title or something like that. And then I'm starting with Drake kasi medyo siya yung naging mainstream before Kendrick. So si Drake yun, nag-start siya as an actor sa Canada, and then half black siya, yung tatay niya is black, nanay niya is white, hanggang nakapasok na siya sa rap industry, hip hop. Mentor niya si Lil Wayne, no? However, nagkaroon kasi ng maraming controversy si Drake before na walang kumukuha talaga sa kanya na mga clubs to perform. Yan. So, parang sinasama-sama lang siya ng mga ibang mainstream na sikat na artists hanggang lumaki yung following ni Drake. Hanggang naging mainstream na siya. Si Kendrick Lamar naman is siya, from West Coast, bro. California. Baka makita mo si Kendrick Lamar.
California.
Oo. Sa Compton siya, Compton. Siya. Anong nangyari? May just to cut the story a little bit short. Unang nag-start yung beef na yan is si Drake kasi is parang may mga binabatong na indirect disses kay Kendrick. Parang subtle lang yung niya. Ganun kasi yung mga disses ni Drake sa mga niya sa mga ops niya yun nga, sa mga sa term sa Black Americans, mga ops. So subtle lang. So pag meron siyang line sa song niya na nasasabihin niya, ikaw lang yung tatamaan doon kasi ikaw lang yung may alam nun. So for example,
targeted.
Oo, targeted, pero hindi alam ng iba, ikaw lang nakakaalam.
I see.
Parang ganun.
Interesting yun
So ngayon, si Kendrick Lamar, ito na pumasok na yung control verse na sinasabi nila. So that's a song, tapos merong verse doon si Kendrick Lamar indirectly dissing Drake as well. So doon nag-umpisa yung beef nila. Tapos meron din kasing issue si Drake about him having ghostwriters. Sa hip hop kasi sobrang laki ng issue kung rapper ka tapos meron kang ghostwriter, because sabi nga nila, we're not singers. Our voice is not good to be singers, to be R&B singers. We're only showcasing our writing talents through rapping and hip hop. Parang ganun. So hindi naman parang
ghostwriters.
Parang hindi naman maganda ang boses namin, magaling lang kami magsulat. Yun yung sina-showcase namin through rapping.
Baga ayun ang essence nila through songwriting. Para masabi mong talented rapper ka.
Oo, kailangan mabilis ang isip.
Wow.
Isip ng bars, kailangan magaling ka magsulat. So yun yung nangyari. Sinasabi nila na one of the GOATs daw si Drake. Pero why do you have ghostwriters? Kung magaling ka talaga na rapper, kung one of the GOATs ka, bakit ka maraming ghostwriter? Anong nangyari? May nilabas na song si Drake recently. Ito, nung nag-start na yung malaking beef. May nilabas na song si Drake. Tapos, marami siyang pinatamaan na different rappers. Naging personal din kasi
Clapback.
naging personal din kasi si Drake noon. And I don't know if you guys know J. Cole, rapper din siya. Nag-collab kasi nag-feature kasi si J. Cole and Drake before, na may linya si J. Cole doon na there are three may big three ng rapping sa rap industry ngayon, which is Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar. So yun, big three daw sila. Eh kaso, ang dami, may mga patama sila kay ano doon. Silang dalawa ni Drake and J. Cole kay Kendrick. So, si Kendrick kasi ang way niya sa music is hindi siya katulad ni Drake na pump out ng albums, ng songs. Si Kendrick talagang hinihintay yung pagre-release niya ng album and songs. Kasi nga kung mapakinggan niyo yung music niya, yung albums niya, it's really deep kasi hindi siya basta to appeal. Medyo artsy kasi talaga si Kendrick Lamar sa music niya. Hindi siya yung parang for mainstream music talaga. Kaya sinasabi nila, ay hindi naman yan magaling si Kendrick because madalang lang mag-release ng music. It's parang ang lumalabas is quality over quantity versus quantity over quality kay Drake. Tapos, sinasabi nila, walang hits yan si kasi si Drake marami, like, yung Kiki, Do You Love Me, di ba? Ang dami, yung Hotline, Bling ba yun? Something. Kay Drake yata yun. Ang dami kasing, mainstream hits ni Drake. Sinasabi nila si Kendrick daw is wala. Sorry, I hope that I'm not boring you with the story. Kasi, medyo...
maganda nga yun kasi nag-benefit yata yung talagang mga fans nila eh. Kasi marami naglalabas ng mga songs dahil lang doon sa na yun, sa beef nila. And then, siguro, nag-benefit din silang dalawa, most especially dun sa parang attention na naibibigay nila.
Kaya ako sinabi na baka nabobore kayo sa story kasi syempre, kasi sa podcast. And, we're going to post it mainly sa Philippines. Kasi itong battle na to is US kasi itong hype ng
international sa US.
US,
US naman
kasi to. So, medyo baka mabobore kayo. But anyway, tuloy ko lang yung story. So, after mag-feature ni Drake and J. Cole, fast forward to this year, may lumabas, may feature naman si Kendrick Lamar with Future and Metro Boomin. Sorry kung hindi nyo kilala yung rapper. They are people, they are rappers. Baka, kasi yung mga pangalan nila ganun eh. Baka parang lang eh. Parang concept lang eh, yung ibang name ng rappers. But, yun, sumama siya sa feature nila. And then, the name of the song is Like That. Tapos, may line siya doon na actually, gusto ko yung song na yun. May line si Kendrick Lamar doon. Not saying the name of Drake, but directly dissing Drake and J. Cole. Na, di ba sabi nga doon sa kanta ni J. Cole and Drake, may big three. Tatlo sila. May line si Kendrick Lamar doon sa Like That na F the big three. It's N-word. It's just big me. So parang sinasabi niya na parang sinasabi niya na hindi, walang big three. Ako lang yun. Ako lang yung number one. And then, meron pa kasi sinasabi si Drake na siya daw si Michael, parang na-surpass niya na si Michael Jackson. Tapos, dun sa Like That record,
surpass, big word.
Sabi ni Drake
totoo yan.
Sabi ni Kendrick na Prince, di ba rival si Prince saka si Michael Jackson? Prince outlived Michael Jackson. May line siya na ganun. So, yes, big icon si Michael Jackson. If you're going to treat yourself as Michael Jackson, I'm Prince, pero mas na-outlive ni Prince si Michael Jackson. Parang ganun. So, meaning, yun yung parang direct implication niya na yun yung diss niya towards Drake and J. Cole. But, yun nga. And then, sumagot ngayon si Drake. Ang mali din ni Drake, gumamit siya ng AI. Parang AI of Tupac and AI of Snoop Dogg. Tupac and Snoop Dogg are big West Coast icons. sa California, di ba?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg,
Tupac
yeah.
and Snoop. So, and Kendrick is from West Coast, California. So, parang sobrang laking naging issue nun. Tapos, nagsupa yung estate ni Tupac kay Drake. Kasi nga, why are you using AI para gamitin yung ni Tupac? So, yun, may ganung issue pa. So, ang tagal, after nung like that, parang ilang weeks din natahimik si Kendrick Lamar. And then,
wait lang. He used AI for song or ano?
A song, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Gumamit siya ng AI for a song. Yung AI is imitating Tupac and Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Tapos, ang tagal tahimik ni Kendrick Lamar, they are waiting for him to drop something. Biglang nag-drop si Kendrick Lamar ng song. The song is titled Euphoria.
Oh.
Etong diss track na to, talagang pinapangalanan niya si Drake. Talagang nag-name drop siya.
Talagang andun yung D-R-A-K-E? Dun sa sa Drake talaga?
May line na doon na, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you sneak this. Parang ganyan. So, sobrang big hater diss song siya to Drake. So, explanation, ito na naman, digging deeper into the meaning of the song. Euphoria kasi, si Drake kasi yung, parang si Drake kasi yung producer ng Euphoria.
Oh.
Producer
Ang galing, no? Nag-connect.
Producer siya ng show.
Galing.
And then, yung Euphoria is being treated as new Degrassi. Going back dun sa sinabi ko kanina na background ni Drake, di ba actor siya na nag-play sa isang teenage show series na Degrassi. Ang problema kasi, si Drake is may issue na mahilig siya sa minors. And yung show na yon is merong minors yung mga yon and they're engaging in drug, sexual acts and all of that. Paborito ko yung Euphoria sa mga diss tracks na lumabas kay Kendrick Lamar nun. Kasi tatlo eh. Parang ang umpisa nung song is mellow lang. Nagulat yung iba eh. Diss track to pero mellow yung umpisa. Ano ba yung line nun? Them superpowers getting neutralized, I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. Kasi famous actor si Drake before. Tapos ngayon napapraning si Drake about what's happening kasi nga ang tagal mag-drop ni Kendrick Lamar ng diss track against him. Tapos ano pa ba yung next line dun sa umpisa? You're moving just like a degenerate. Heavy antics is feeling distasteful. You calculate, but you're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Yung mga ganon na mind games nila through lyrics. The reason why I enjoy this rabbit hole is yung artistic creativity of both artists.
Totoo yun.
Going back at each other ng kung ano yung sasabihin nila in ways of the theme of the music, the lyrics, and the meaning and deeper meaning behind those lyrics. So yun, so lumabas yung Euphoria. Internet goes crazy. Bago pala sumagot si Drake, nag-drop ulit si Kendrick Lamar ng isa pang song na 616 in LA. The title is does have a lot of different meanings like Father's Day, June 16, about Tupac. Basta madaming meaning. Tapos yung song na yon, it's mellow lang din siya. Parang it's like a prayer na getting ready for war and asking for forgiveness kay God that He's going to do something. Ganyan. So, nilabas yun. And then sumagot si Drake. After 5 minutes of Drake releasing the song, nag-release ulit bigla si Kendrick Lamar ng song. And apparently, alam ni Kendrick yung song na yung themes ng song na i-release or ni-release ni Drake. Ang mabigat doon, Yung song kasi na yun ni Drake, dinamay niya yung family ni Kendrick Lamar.
Yun lang.
And then, kine-claim nila na merong leaker sa camp ni Drake kay Kendrick Lamar. So, after Drake releasing the song, nag-release bigla ulit si Kendrick after 5 minutes. Kasi nag-celebrate na yung team Drake eh, di ba? Na, ito sagot na ako kay Kendrick Lamar. Tapos biglang nag-drop ng mabigat si Kendrick Lamar. And then, yung song, it's too dark, to be honest. Kahit yung ibang nagre-react, natatakot sila dun sa kung ano man yung pwedeng kahantungan nung rap battle na yun. Na ano ba, may mamamatay ba or what? Kasi the title of the song is Meet the Grams. Family name yun ni Drake. Parang it's an open letter to the family of Drake, addressing the family of Drake. Adonis is the son of Drake, which is a minor right now. Nagkaroon din ng beef with Pusha T, and parang inexpose niya na may hidden na anak si Drake, which costs billions kay Drake kasi plano niya i-announce yung anak niya during a collaboration with Adidas. Parang may contract sila behind it. So hindi nag-push through. So laki yung naging impact ng Drake. Anyway, going back to the song of Kendrick Lamar, Meet the Grams. In-address niya doon lahat, anak ni Drake. And then basically the gist of it is Drake not being a good father and not being a present father to Adonis. And then in-address niya doon yung nanay ni Drake, in-address niya doon yung tatay ni Drake, na ginagamit yung pagiging black ng tatay ni Drake, na meron pang isang anak si Drake na babae na tinatago, na hindi alam ng publiko. And then in-address niya din doon si Drake. So that's why the title is Meet the Grams, and it's the song is very dark, nakakatawa lang. And then naglabas ulit si Kendrick Lamar after a week, yung Not Like Us. Yan yung alam mo to na song.
No, sorry to cut you off. Pero one thing that I would like to ask lang, hindi ba pwedeng kasuhan si Lamar doon dahil siyempre parang sinisiraan mo na ng puri yung tao eh. Pero ang maganda doon, on the artistic side. Pero kung alam na ng tao, like let's say the public na may ganito, tapos sinisiraan mo siya, hindi mo pwede siyang kasuhan doon? I don't know.
No. That makes him immune, di ba? If it's artistic. Kasi magagawa ng weight.
Additionally, si Drake din naman ang nag-umpisa. Sinasabi na nga na wife beater si na ginugulpi daw ni Kendrick Lamar yung asawa niya. So, balikan ko sa song, para lang matapos ko yung buong story. Lumabas yung Not Like Us, and sinasabi niya doon na bawal kasi sabihin to sa YouTube eh. The abbreviation is PDF, yung mahilig ka sa minor. Ayun, na PDF si Drake. And then sinabi niya doon na culture vulture si Drake, na galing kang Canada. Hindi mo alam yung culture dito ng mga Black Americans. Meron pa doon sa Euphoria, may line doon si Kendrick Lamar to end the song na, "We don't want to hear you say the N-word no more." Parang ganyan. Pero syempre, diretsong N-word yun. "We don't wanna hear you say N-word no more." Parang ganyan. So, parang inaalis niya yung N-word pass ni Drake sa song na yun. But ayun, yun yung story. Thank you for my TED Talk about the...
Appreciate ko rin palitan. Kumbaga sa rap battle sa Pilipinas, yung ginawa ni Kendrick sa the Grams, tama ba?
Meet the Grams.
Para siyang premeditated na rebuttal kasi handa na siya doon.
Galing
Gulat talaga lahat, tapos sobrang ominous pa nung music na yun.